Hey, what is up everyone? Today I have a pretty fun video. I was at my parents' family house the other day. I was cleaning the basement and I found this. Ta-da! So if this looks familiar to anyone, it's like a card holder to keep your cards safe for trading card games. When I was a kid, I played a variety of trading card games like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Duel Masters, like Harry Potter, like whatever the fandom was, I was in it. And to be fair guys, I don't really know the rules for the games. As a kid, I just thought Pokemon were cool. I watched Pokemon, so I collected the cards. And I know a lot of people were like myself and just collected the cards for the art. Today, we are going to open my old binder and see if there's anything valuable here, if it was graded PSA 10. And if you don't know what PSA 10 is, it's a card grading system from 0 to 10, with 10 being almost mint perfect condition, with perfect alignment, with no defects or deformities. And 0 is pretty much you never took care of it, there's rips, and basically unplayable. So, let's take a look at this card collection and see what we have. Wow, this brings me back memories, guys. Look at this. Look at this, guys. We already see like first generation Pokemon with Machamp, Magneton, Chansey, and Kangaskhan. So let's take a look at what these are, what condition these are. I'm kind of curious. I collected Pokemon when I was like, I don't know, I collected Pokemon when I was like 5 to like 8 years old. So for them to be in this kind of condition is I'm very impressed with my young self. Okay, so you see here, we have Machamp, holographic Machamp here. A very classic card. One of the original fighting Pokemons, has a cool design. He is 4 arms, looks pretty cool. You can see here it says first edition right here. If you could zoom in there. It says first edition. And the first edition were very valuable at the time. If you had first edition Charizard, I believe that's one of the rarest cards. So I could see here, you can already see some visual tears over here on the edges. Definitely not creased and proper alignment. It's definitely not taken care of. It's seen its uses. But overall, it still looks like a pretty good card. And I don't know what PSA it is, but at PSA 10, this would be worth this much. Okay, next up we have Magneton, good old Magneton, which I always thought was funny because starter, which was just one of these things, and then when you evolve, you just get 3 combined. But yeah, pretty cool electric Pokemon, electric robot Pokemon, and it is worth, at PSA 10, this much. Ooh, Chansey. So Chansey, oh, and I have a back card here too. Chansey was one of my favorite cards that I pulled. I do remember pulling this. I was really young at the time, and I like that in the Pokemon anime. It was the main nursing Pokemon with Nurse Joy. As you could see, I actually put a sleeve on this one, so that's how you know I value this card. And it looks like it's pretty decent condition, and at PSA 10 this would be worth. And since this one came out as well when I was taking out Chansey, ooh, one of the OGs we have here, which is behind Chansey, and we have very OG, simple design. It's just a bird, but a staple in Pokemon. Always in the anime. I think one of Ash's first original roster. And this at PSA 10's worth. Nice. That was first page done. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, we have like 2 pages here. But let's just get to this one. We already went to Pidgeot. And ooh, this is like a pretty good section here actually. And they all look pretty good condition, this page. Even without the sleeve. I love Wobbuffet's like design. I like counter characters in any form of media, and Wobbuffet's kind of like Mirror Force. He basically doubles the damage or increases the damage that you inflict on him to yourself. And I always thought that was a very cool mechanic. And so I really like Wobbuffet, and I think James from Team Rocket had this. And this at PSA 10 is this much. And of course, after Wobbuffet, we have the baby version of him. Why not? Very cute design. I like the foil on this one. Alluring smile. He definitely has a alluring smile. And this at PSA 10's worth. Once during your turn before your attack, you may put Wobbuffet from your hand onto Wynot, and this counts as evolving him. Interesting. Ooh, I'm excited for this next card, guys. This next card is Gengar. So let's take this guy out. Gengar is like almost a lot of people's favorites. He's a fan favorite because, I mean, look at that design. It's just a really good design. And one of the original Ghost Pokemon, it was just Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. So a lot of people gravitated towards the evolved form of the Ghost Pokemon. And this is a special one because actually Sabrina's Gengar, which is a special subset of the Pokemon. And yeah, the quality doesn't look bad on this one. If I would to grade it, maybe a PSA 7. And this would be worth this much at PSA 10. Okay, moving on to the next page. Ooh, the OG right here. I already see it. Okay, so the OG, what Pokemon's known for, the poster child, Pikachu, holographic Pikachu. I don't know from what set, but I do like the art here. He has agility and Thunderbolt. And this at PSA 10 is this much. And then Meowth, another iconic Pokemon, because he was from Team Rocket, very prevalent in the anime. And this is worth, at PSA 10, this much. We got next Poliwrath. Poliwrath, cool design. Yeah, it says tadpole Pokemon and shows the height and weight, so pretty cool. And this is worth this much at PSA 10. Okay, and now we have another one of my favorites I remember from childhood, Lapras. Always liked the design, ice water. I like this Pokemon. And this is worth this much. Okay, so we already talked about Magneton, so I don't want to go over that. Looks like a duplicate. It may be a different version, but still Magneton. But this Pokemon here, ooh, the big whale. You whales out here? Whale Lord. The first thing that comes to mind, Whale Lord, is in Pokemon Emerald or Ruby and Sapphire. You needed this and another Pokemon to unlock the Regis from my memory. It's been a long time, like 10, 15 years. That's what I remember from Whale Lord. And yeah, it's a big whale. And it's worth this much. Okay, so next we have Pharaoh. The whole thing's foil, even the description. And this is worth this. We have a lot, boys. We have a lot of cards here. But that's okay. This is really going through my memories. And I'm having a good time with it. Next on the list, we have Ursaring. Okay, I think this is like Gen 2. And this is worth this. Next up, we have... I'm going to take both of these out at the same time. They're kind of related. We have the duo Houndour and Houndoom. So Houndour, right here. And then Houndoom on my right. And these are, I think, Gen 2 as well. This is the starter. And this is the evolution form. And these are worth this much. Okay, next up I think is a fan favorite as well. It's a starter Pokemon. First starter I think introduced so far. Cyndaquil. Yeah, he's always been cute. Look at him. And he evolves to this ferocious, I forgot the name of it, something with a T. And this is Cyndaquil. And this is worth this much. Okay, and now we are going to the electric. I remember this Pokemon. It's like a lamb, electric lamb. Ampharos. Yeah, I didn't keep... I mean, the condition's okay. Looks like PSA 6 or whatnot. And this is worth this much at PSA 10. Looks like we're on the tail end of the Pokemon, guys. And then looks like we have some like Digimon cards here, which I'm interested in seeing. But let's see what this is worth. We have here Groudon, like lobster, all holographic like the rest of them. And it is worth this much. Okay, next Pokemon we have is Pelipper. Do you, when you see like a stork like this, you picture like it's carrying a baby? You guys know what I'm talking about? Where like they're carrying babies in their mouth? Is that like a Disney show? That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I see Pelipper. And it is worth this much. Okay, and of course we have the Pokeball and the Energy. I'm just gonna skip these because, you know, they're kind of like neutral cards. Okay, Digimon. Interesting, interesting. Growing up, were you guys either a Pokemon fan or a Digimon fan? I feel like there was always that Digimon kid, but Pokemon was always the popular kid. And then Digimon was kind of this underground, not talked about, but had its own following kind of clique. I like both. I had a lot of Digimon games growing up. And yeah, Digimon has a great story as well. Okay, so Digimon, they all end with Mon. So we have Starmon. Very self-explanatory. It says it's a star, and he's a Digimon, so Starmon. Okay, next up we have Gatomon. One of the original OGs. I think it was one of the... It was a little girl. I forgot her name. Hikaru? That sounds right. But this evolves into like an angel. I remember that. It evolves into like a beast of a Pokemon. A cat to an angel. So one of the OGs. Brings me back memories. Good times. Okay, now we have Geckomon. A gecko with a trombone? No, not a trombone. I don't know what this instrument is. It might not even exist. It's like wrapped around his neck. But yeah, Geckomon. Okay, and then we have... Ooh, this guy looks pretty feisty. Triceramon? Like a dinosaur Digimon? Yeah, looks like a pretty decent card. Like, just because he's a dinosaur. What is this? This makes me laugh. It's like a... What is this? Like a silver foiled like poop? Or ice cream? What is it even called? Platinum Sukamon. Mutant Digimon Virus. Yeah, we have Platinum Sukamon. Look at that face. It's like it's like texture is like a yogurt or like you know what else. And he has just a tongue sticking out, and he just has a tongue sticking out like a troll. So that's pretty funny. Okay, so that's all the Digimon I have. Just these 5. But already good memories from when we went Pokemon Digimon, the big 2. And then for some reason I have this random Harry Potter card. I don't even remember that Harry Potter made trading cards. But I guess they were really big back in the early 2000s. Early to mid 2000s. And yeah, Harry Potter trading card. And this is Start of Term Feast. So what does this do? Put up to 4 lesson cards from your discard pile into your hand. It's like a spell card. Again, I don't know how to play a Harry Potter card, but I do have this card. And I actually don't remember where I got it, but it's cool. Cool memorabilia. Okay, and now we are going to move on to the next section, which is Duel Master cards. So I think Duel Masters was way more underground than Pokemon and Digimon. It definitely fizzled out. No one talks about Duel Masters anymore. Probably because the anime doesn't exist anymore. But I do remember vividly having a really fun time. So this is one of the games that I didn't know how to play. Pokemon Digimon I collected when I was a child, like I think sub 10. But Duel Masters I was probably like 12, 13, maybe 14. No, it was definitely before high school, so 12, 13. I was a preteen, but I was aware enough to learn the rules, and I do remember that I had a lot of fun with this game. And these designs just look angsty. Like, I'm just looking at this page. Look at these. They look cool. Even in my adult years, I think they're cool. Okay, so first one we have is Billion Degree Dragon. Look at that design. Look at that foil. Pretty nice. I like the gear and the description. It's a triple breaker, so this creature breaks 3 shields, and it has a little description here that like gives it a little bit lore. But this would be worth this much. Okay, and you could tell like these are all red, so they're in the same class, maybe like a fire destructive class. So young me definitely ordered them based off color and efficiency, which I like. And these are actually kept in pretty well conditions. You can see, like the next one is Galk Fire Dragon, and you can see here, there's no creases or anything. Well, not as much as the Pokemon Digimon. Well, just because I was older, so I was able to take care of them more. Okay, and this one is this much. Okay, and next up we have Garcago Dragon. 6,000 plus attack, double breaker. This creature gets plus 1,000 power from each other fire creature, and this creature can attack untapped creatures. A lot of effects on this guy. So red is fire, confirmed, and this is worth this much. Yeah, I remember this card, Scarlet Dragon. I do remember this card a lot. I don't know if it was the design or if this was very useful, but Scarlet Dragon right here. Yeah, I like the artwork. And what is the power is 3,000, but I think it's a used card. When you put this creature into the battle zone, destroy all creatures that have blocker. Yeah, that seems kind of broken. Like blocker, probably defense, like maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Like this, if you guys remember. So if you play this on the field, destroy all of them. That seems pretty good. And that's probably why I remember this card. Okay, and we have some more fire dragons. So this is like, I don't know if I'm gonna butcher this name, but like Uber Dragon Jabaha. Uber Dragon Jabaha, evolution, and also buffs up your other fire cards. And this is worth this much. Okay, next up we have Bolzar Dragon. Nice design, has a good effect. When this creature attacks, choose a card in your opponent's mana zone and put it into his graveyard. And this is worth this much. Okay, and I think this is Tailing End the fire. And Tailing the End is Gatling Sky Terror. Another fire dragon, but combined with a helicopter. And this is worth this. Ooh, blue. Looks like we're moving to water. Moving to water, boys. And I have 2 of these, as you can see. And Plasma Chaser. I really like the design. Or not design, I really like the color scheme of this blue. And this water card is worth this much for Plasma Chaser. Next on the list of Duel Master cards, we've got King Depthcon. I mean, he's a king, so I think that might be indicative of his power. And this card is worth this much. The King of Wales. Okay, next on the list. Oh, and I just noticed each of these like different classes. Like fire had the gear, now water has this cylinder. Pretty nice design. Pretty nice touch. So we have Aqua Sniper. This is worth this much. Okay, so that looks like that's it for the water section. Let's take a look at, it looks like light section. For light section, we've got Crazed Valkyrie, worth this much. And I've also got Siege Balacula, the Intense, worth this much. Very interesting how the light cards, they say their name and then like a description of them. So this one's The Intense, and the other one was The Drastic. Pretty like self-importance, right? But they do look like some sort of like, I don't want to say deity, but like golem, maybe some mythical creature. So I guess that's the light theme where they're kind of like, I don't know the Duel Masters lore of these creatures, but pretty high up, right? And then we got Rayla, goes along with another of those naming conventions. This is worth this much. Okay, now we've got Labile, the Seeker of Winds, worth this much. Alright, this is bringing back a lot of good memories. Like, if you guys do have a collection of cards, I recommend you just going through them for nostalgia's sake, because as a kid, this brought me a lot of joy playing these trading card games. Whether I play them or even collect them, hang around with friends, I like the hobby, for sure. And I know trading card games haven't died out. I know like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic's still strong. I heard One Piece trading card game's pretty fun, and One Piece is all-time high. And you can see my One Piece video here, if you're interested in that. Forest, and we got Darkness here. I've always leaned towards like green forest myself for, I don't know, archetypes. Not because they're like a playstyle or something, just because I think they're cool. And the first of that is Avalanche Giant. See here? Looks cool. Different design on the description. And this creature can't attack. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, it breaks one of your opponent's shields. And it's a double breaker. And then the next other forest card will be Giga Mantis, which is an evolution creature. It's pretty cool, and it's worth this much. Looks like we have Darkness next. So, for Darkness, looks like we have Sinister General Damudu. He definitely looks like a Darkness creature. Like, looks like an underworld character. And he is worth this. We also have Dark Titan Magian. Again, fits the lore. And he's worth this much. Oh, this guy has an interesting effect. Whenever he attacks, your opponent discards a card random from his hand. That could be a little bit annoying, I can just imagine. And then the last art card, which is, what is this design? Get Gargon? Oh, it's like almost like a triple Hydron. The body looks very interesting. Did I see that? And it's worth this much. Oh man, I just flipped the page and it's time to duel! Yu-Gi-Oh time! And of course, the first Yu-Gi-Oh card I have as a child, the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon. Man, Kaiba. You guys know Kaiba from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime? He loved Blue Eyes. He had like a strange fixation for it. He would just go nuts for this card. And I have two of them. I think you could get this in any base set because it's such a popular card. Very iconic. And next on the list, I have another Blue Eyes. This time it's Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, which I think I got this from a movie. I'm pretty sure this was from a movie. Let's read its effect because I'm pretty curious. The card cannot be normal summoned. It has 3000 attack, 2500, same as normal Blue Eyes. You have to offer one Blue Eyes on your side of the field and increase the attack of this card by 300 points for each Dragon type monster in your graveyard. You can negate the effect of a spell, trap, and monster card that designate this card. Pretty good. Like if it's a Dragon type, you could boost up its stats, plus you can negate a spell or trap. And yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those card games I actually did play in high school. I think it was one of the more popular games, right? By Konami. And I got pretty into it. I remember I used to have a Blackwing deck. I don't think I have the cards here, but I do remember I played that a lot. And Lightsworn as well. So we have Relinquished. You remember this card? It's like, you remember the guy with the eye? Pegasus? Millennium Eye? Yeah, this was his card he used, I remember. Well, it has 0 attack, 0 defense, so what does this actually do? Spellcatcher Ritual. Ooh, next up we also have Wing Karibo. I think this was from a Wing Karibo level 10, so this was from a movie as well. Karibo was a cute little mascot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they made them pretty strong by releasing different variations. And this is one of the variations, look how many stars he has. So if you're able to get this effect off and like tribute this, destroy all attack monsters and they take that life total, that could OTK some people. But I just don't know how viable that is to summon. So I am getting a bit tired of going through all of them, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do, these are all Yu-Gi-Oh cards, is show you these cards one by one without taking them out. So let's go through them. This is another Danian the Great Sphinx. So this card, We have the black Tyrannosaur. We have this. These are Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D cards, I think, because these are definitely different design, like humanoid. So let's go through them quickly. Elemental Hero Blade. We've got Elemental Hero Blade. We got Karuzak, the Light Monarch. We've got Battlestorm. We got the Flame Emperor. We got a lot of trap cards here. Zoma, the Spirit. We've got Dark Spirit of the Silent. Dark Spirit of the Silent we got here. We got a Reckless Summon. We got Triangle Spark. And Kid Me actually collected a lot of cards. Got Majestic Dragon, Jester. What's this? Jester Confit? We got Majestic Dragon, Jester Confit. We got Lucky Peeled. What is this? Lucky Peed Piper. We got a Lucky Piper here. And yeah, that's the collection. So, man, overall, really fun find. Nice to see that this was my hobby as a kid. Very nostalgic to go through. And very interesting to see if I did keep these in mint condition, how much they would be worth. I mean, of course, it's just curiosity, but it's good to know that these have value even after providing you so much happiness as a child, right? So yeah, this was a little fun video that I wanted just to make because I found this little binder. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I encourage you to do the same if you have anything similar at home. It was fun for me, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of good childhood memories from that. Okay, so till next time, I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Peace.